Hello, welcome back to my channel, and I'm so excited that you're able to join me today. So today I'll be showing you guys how I do my monthly budget, and we will be doing the monthly budget for the month of May. So the quote for today is simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. I can't believe it. It's actually May, which means we're almost halfway through the year. So if you haven't started doing your budget, please start doing your budget. If you're having a hard time doing your budget, I will show you how I do my budget, and you'll see how simple it is. I know a lot of people hear budget and they just say, okay, no, that's not my thing. But guess what? Whether or not you do your budget, your money is still gonna come in and it's still gonna go out. So you might as well do your budget so that you can be able to win with your money. So let's get started, guys. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how I do my monthly budget. So if you haven't watched my previous video where I talk about how I do my expenses and I actually show you how to do it the easiest way possible, please go and watch that video as well. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So as you can see on the screen, I will be showing you the monthly budget. We'll be focusing more on this column right here, the category column, and the projected average column. So when you do your budget, this is mostly what you'll be focusing on. You want to be able to know and project how much you'll be spending every month. So sometimes you might project a specific amount and you end up spending less than that, and sometimes you might project a specific amount and end up spending more than that. I will now be focusing on these three columns today. So projected average actually means what you expect to spend that specific month. Actual average is what you actually spend that specific month, the actual dollar amount. Current month is what when you record your expenses, that's where it will reflect what you've spent that specific month. So I hope that makes sense. I know this is like too advanced for somebody who's starting off their budget. So for now, just focus on the category and the projected average, and then as you record, focus on your current month, what you're actually spending on that specific month. I was in graduate school, so every month we had to allocate a specific amount of money just for me buying books. I'm technically done with graduate school, but I still have books here because I still buy books. It's also part of my sinking fund. And if you guys don't know what sinking funds is, I'll link the video to me explaining what sinking funds are and what emergency funds are. So I'll link it up here, and also check the description below so that you can be able to watch that and understand what the two things mean. So I have books here for $10. It doesn't mean I will actually spend $10. Sometimes I won't even spend it because I'll just add it up to my sinking funds, and then when I need to buy a bulk of books, or when I need to buy a book that costs more than $10, at least I have that money saved aside for that. So I would recommend anybody who's still in school to do this. Always have a sinking fund. You know, you buy books once a semester. Don't just wait until when you need to buy the books to start budgeting for it. Budget ahead of time. You know you need books every semester, so just have that money there so that when the time comes, you already have that money there, instead of having to spend extra taking student loans to cover for your books. Don't do that. And I have car insurance. You know, if you leave most countries, you need car insurance, not just the United States, so you need to budget for car insurance. This is approximate, it's not really exactly what I pay. So this, you know, sometimes you might project higher, sometimes you might project lower. And just to show you the reason why I like this Excel sheet, so if you projected $70 and you end up spending $80, which you won't have, that means you'll be pulling $10 from somewhere else. It will show as red. So the next month you need to adjust this so that you don't go on the red. That means if you're doing zero, every dollar goes to a specific amount, that means the $10 you pulled it from somewhere else. So try to stick with your budget. and that's why I love this Excel worksheet. This Excel worksheet was created by somebody named George Hayward. I hope I'm saying that name right, and he's amazing. He has a video about how you can use this Excel sheet and be able to take advantage of it. I know before I was a pen and a paper kind of girl, but now after I went electronic, I love it. I don't have to worry if I miss something. I know, you know, every number that I put in here, as long as I make sure my numbers end up here, I am good to go. There's other ways you can do budgeting. You don't really have to do the same way I'm doing it, but I'm just telling you what's working for me right now. Cell phone, we switched it went down to $50, so that's good. Charity, I have this here. It's just a sinking fund, so you don't have to have it. This is just for me, so you don't have to have exactly what I have here. This is just me showing you how you can be able to do your budget easy. So just list your expenses down and start recording them on an Excel. You don't even need to use like an advanced Excel worksheet. You can just open a normal Excel worksheet and start recording it. And or you can just do pen and a paper. I used to do pen and a paper and I loved it. So it just depends what you're comfortable with. So we have childcare here, and then we have church giving. I'll get back to that later. Clothing. So I like having clothing there so that, you know, my son, he's 2.5 years old, and if you guys have kids, you know the way they outgrow their clothes within weeks, sometimes months. So you always have to budget for that. I literally have to buy clothes for him every month or every other month because he just keeps growing. Same with shoes, same with everything. So that's why we have that here. Computers, electronics. So this is, I'm trying to save to buy a new monitor for my home computer. That's why I have this one here. So it doesn't mean that I'll actually spend $15. It's just part of my sinking fund. Education, if you guys did not know, for my grad school, we cash flowed for everything. We did not take any student loans for that, so I cash flowed for it. And if you guys are having a hard time understanding how to cash flow, I did make a video talking about how I cash flowed. You know, instead of taking student loans and just paying off a chunk of money, you just take whatever you're paying for that semester and you kind of divide it up. Make sure you let the school know that you want to be part of a payment plan so that they don't keep finding you, thinking or kicking you out of class. They know that you're part of the payment plan so that every month you pay X amount of money towards your tuition, and by the end of the semester you pay off that specific semester and you don't have to take any student loans. It worked out for me, and hopefully it can work out for you. And also don't forget to always apply for scholarships, always apply for financial aid so that you can get the grants, not the loan, just the grants, the money that you don't have to pay back. So don't confuse, like I know sometimes people get confused. You apply for financial aid, they give you grants, and then they also give you this federal student loans, and you think, oh, I'm so excited, they gave me X amount of money. No, just take the grants, do not take any loans. And that's why I have education here as part of my sinking fund, so it's part of my budget every month. I need to change this because right now I am not in school. Electric bill, you know, that's a necessity. Food, non-groceries, so this means food that's not considered groceries. So if you go out for coffee, it will go to food, non-grocery. But if you go buy food for the week, that will go to a different category. Gas, you obviously need gas if you need to drive anywhere. But obviously if you take the bus, then you won't need this, but you have to put something for transportation. Gas bill, gifts, you know, birthday gifts, wedding gifts, baby shower gifts. So this can just be anything. So this is one thing that I call sinking fund. So because I'm not giving people gifts every month, but at least I'm allocating money aside for that. during Christmas people go into debt because they did not put money aside throughout the year for Christmas. Christmas comes in December every year, so you might as well have some sinking funds towards your Christmas gifts. Groceries, it's actually 300, so I'll change that, and then I'll change this too as well. Gym and fitness, I have $0 because when COVID started, I canceled my gym membership. I have never been back there, so I do not allocate any money aside for gym. So, but if you go to the gym, it's good to have that money aside for that. Health, I allocate money aside to buy a specific medication, or if I need to pay a copay, so at least I have money set aside for that. And sometimes the insurance doesn't cover 100% of the checkups, so at least I'll have some money put aside for if I need to cover something that the insurance did not cover. So household related supplies, this can be anything. Household supplies, same thing. Internet, this is essential to me. In my house, I do need internet because I do work from home a lot. Life insurance, medical bills, insurance, miscellaneous. You need miscellaneous. I use miscellaneous for a lot of things. For example, if I need my hair done, that will come from miscellaneous. It just depends on your needs for your family. Mortgage or rent, professional, associate. This is if you have financial advisors, the people who make sure you during tax season they file your taxes, stuff like that. So property taxes, obviously taxes. Television, I have Sling, the cheapest one out there, so it just depends on your needs and wants. I have that because obviously I have it mostly just for sports. Toiletries, vacation and travel, I have $50 there. The reason why I started the sinking fund for vacation and travel is because my school is out of state and I am planning to go for my graduation, save money aside for that. And then all our families live out of state, so we kind of need to have sinking funds so that when we decide to go visit, we have money to actually get us there. Water trash, this is we pay every 3 months, so kind of pull money aside, sinking funds for that. This is just a sample of my budget, and the reason why I love this Excel worksheet, this is why. Depending on the numbers I have below, it shows you up here like projected yearly expenses. And then, so obviously if this number is not where you're supposed to, you need to adjust your numbers here. And just because you adjust your numbers here, it doesn't mean that you go spend more than what you have allocated down here. So it does show you the projected average and what you actually spend. So here it shows a different kind of number. I did not go through this and adjust it accordingly because I'll do it later on, but this is like the solid numbers here. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any questions, please comment below. If you're on your debt-free journey, let me know where you are, and if you need help with anything, please let me know and I'll be glad to help you. So thank you for watching this, and I'll see you guys later.